But we do have the Great Repels, which will help not run into a bunch of wild and Pokemon in this cave. As you guys know, Generation 1 is notorious for finding a lot of Pokemon in caves. Normally, it's always a bunch of Zubats you end up running into. In this case, it might have been a bunch of Agrons that we would run into. So
that's the coolest story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
What is going on, everybody? It's Trent, aka Gauth, back with another video. This is episode 10 of the Firered Randomizer Nuzlocke, guys. Let's take a quick look at the squad here. We got Keaton, the Fly Guy. We'll go run really quick through these guys. Heatwave, Sand Tube, Faint Attack, Sand Attack, King, the Master Ball, whatever you want to call it. His home is a Master Ball. Icicle Spear, Blast Burn, Pursuit, Psychic, OP, Donald Duck, Absorb, Nature Power, Octazooka, Brick Break, Water Gun, Hypnosis, Double Slap, Parasunk on our guy Belly. And Pearl is at level 29 with Erase Leaf, Reflect, Cut, and Poison Powder. And you guys already know, it's Redemption, Thunder Punch, Ember, Flash, and Thunder Wave. We did make it through in the last grinding session, we made it through the route, and we got right up here to Rock Tunnel. We do have a couple encounters we'll get right before we get into Rock Tunnel, and we'll also get a Rock Tunnel encounter. But we will start off the episode with some encounters, and we're going to get through Rock Tunnel today. No matter how long it takes us, we're getting through that today. We will start out with Belly, though, because he has Hypnosis, and that'll help us catch some Mons right here. Let's see what we get. Start off the episode. Okay, Tangela. Interesting. I don't think I've actually ever used a Tangela before, which makes this a little bit more interesting, especially because, you know, we won't add somebody like Tangela right now, but down the road we could definitely see somebody like Tangela on the team if something were to happen to somebody else, but you never know. We'll see what happens. Got Tangela asleep now. Throw a couple Pokeballs at him. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys are having a good day yourselves. I know it's a middle of the day for me here, and I am getting ready to record a few episodes today. We'll make this a little bit of a recording session. I only recorded 3 in the last recording session, so I think I am ready to really grind out some episodes here today, guys. See how far we can get in a couple episodes. We'll try to get this Tangela and a Pokeball. We have plenty of Pokeballs in the bank. 1, 2, 3. He's on the box squad. Tangela. What do we name a Tangela? Let's see what his Pokédex entry says. Blue plant vines cloak the Pokemon's identity in a tangled mass. It entangles anything that gets close. I'm trying to think of a name for my guy Tangela here. We're gonna name him just the funniest, like, random thing I can think of. I don't know why, but Tangela gives me these Frank vibes. So we're gonna name him Frank. Shout out anybody named Frank out there. That's kind of a funny name. Not many people, you feel like, younger people I should say, you don't hear a lot of younger people that are named Frank. We also can get a fishing account. Actually, no, we can't. What am I thinking? We cannot get a Charizard because this is the same route. What am I saying? That's embarrassing. I know we get a Rock Tunnel encounter, but I don't know why I was thinking that was a different place. I'm going to go look at Tangela quick. Just I'm curious what his ability is, because you never know, it could be something just crazy good. He has immunity. It prevents poisoning. Could be worse. All right. We do have Cut, so we can skip this trainer down here. We don't have to, like, waste our time. But Tangela is our Route 10 encounter. Now let's get a quick Rock Tunnel encounter before we rock through this tunnel. And, oh, I also forgot to tell you guys, we got Flash in between episodes. I went and caught only Kanto Pokemon. It took me way too long. Burst encounters in Agron. Oh my gosh, let's go. Okay. I can dig this. Level 16. Ooh, Agron. But yeah, guys, we did catch a bunch of Kanto Pokemon in between episodes. We got 10 Pokemon on the squad. Now we have Flash. Turn to Ampharos. I know that's not the most ideal thing in the world. If need be later on, we can maybe have the move deleter get rid of that. I think that's in Lavender Town too, so we'll have access to that pretty soon. I'm going to speed up here because we really might miss a lot of Hypnosises, and we don't. Okay, cool. So we'll break through. I really think that our Water Gun's going to take him out, so we need to switch somebody else in. I feel like an Absorb is a really weak move. I can whittle this thing down a little bit, even though I'm a little bit higher level. Agron does have some good defenses, and Absorb is not not super effective, so we're not going to have any issues that way. And he's not getting affected by the Sand Stream, which will help us not having to worry about that if we bring him down just a tad. I actually don't think Absorber's going to do almost anything. Yeah, it doesn't do a whole lot. But it helps us out with the sand stream. We can not worry about our health so much, because this might take a few balls to catch Aggron here. But then we can rock right through Rock Tunnel. It's not that actually long. I actually try to go back and remember how to go through it. And it's actually not that long of a cave. I actually remember it being longer. Maybe because I got lost when I was a kid or when I was younger. But looking back at it, it's actually not that difficult of a puzzle or whatever you want to call it. There's no real maze to it. You just kind of go through to battle a lot of trainers. So we bought a bunch of potions. Okay, we did not crit it, thank God. It's also still asleep, which was kind of crazy. But now it finally woke up, but at least it's in the red now. But yeah, it's just a lot of trainers. So you just have to have plenty of potions to get through it. And it shouldn't be too difficult as long as we can prevent any sort of shenanigans and crits and anything like that. I do not want to put any of that into the world. That is not something I want to experience today. We want to keep everybody on the layout alive for the entire episode. And Aggron almost gets caught in the first ball. That would have been awesome. Aggron, I need you on the squad. What do we name an Aggron, though? What do we name an Aggron? I think something with armor could be pretty cool. Something along the lines of like armor. He's a pretty armored dude. He looks sick. Aggron's easily one of the most popular Pokemon in Generation 3. Just because it looks so cool. You can access it pretty early with Aron in like Gen 3. So that is probably a big reason why everybody likes it so much. It also has a Mega, which is a pretty cool Pokemon. And that thing does not. That thing is a tank too. The only thing it doesn't get is a lot of recovery. It does get rest, but that's obviously not the most reliable source of recovery. I am going to speed up here because I am really curious, and I'm not about to die. We're not going through that. I'm going to switch into Keaton because he'll be able to take some moves and not have to worry about the sand stream. But I just want to see if we can catch this Aggron. Come on, buddy. You want to be on the squad? You know you do. Gotta heal up Keaton now. Okay, could you not get an attack raise? That would be clutch. You know what? I'm going to throw the timer ball at this guy because I'm feeling that the timer ball is going to actually work. Come on, timer ball. It'd be kind of a sick ball to have him in too. And that does not apply. Guys, I don't know. I cannot catch this thing. I might need to go back into Belly. I'm just kind of nervous though because he has headbutt. I just want to be able to try to put him back to sleep. Okay, Metal Claw does not do a lot. So we're going to go back to Hypnosis, put him to sleep. And I bet this Pokeball catches first try, first ball, when he's asleep, in the red. Come on, I cannot do anything else to this thing. Doesn't even shake? This is insane. The catch rate for Aggron must be crazy, but it's crazy that he shook 3 times the very first turn that we just chucked the ball at him. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. We're going to try 3 more balls, but I don't know if this is quite worth it anymore, guys. We're going to Thunder Wave him. But man, this thing is really powerful because it has a bunch of attack raises now. And I do not want to use all my Pokeballs, or not my all my potions. So I'm going to throw 2 more balls. 2 more balls. Wow. Literally the last ball I said I was going to throw. And I was actually going to stick to that. He's 793 pounds. It claims a large mountain as its sole territory. It mercilessly thrashes those that violate its space. You know what? I'm going to name this thing. I'm pretty sure it's a female. But I like this name. I like the word that they use there. I kind of do this very often when I can't think of names for things. I will just name kind of something that kind of bases it off of its Pokédex entry. So like, they use the word Thrash in its description in the Pokédex. So I'm going to name this thing Thrash. Think of it kind of a cool idea. We are going to heal quick because, oh my gosh, that Aggron kind of wrecked us. A level 16 Aggron kept getting attack raises. So we will heal up and then we are going to sprint through this rock tunnel. We are not messing around with any of these people in here. I'm not about to lose any mons. Like I said, any mons that are on the layout are just absolutely at my utmost priority of importance. We will go with Keaton to start because we haven't seen a lot of Keaton in a couple episodes. He was our big, you know, quote-unquote red button for a while, and I liked using him as much as we could. So, obviously having a fully evolved Flygon is pretty dope when it comes to this early in the game. We will use Flash. As I did tell you guys, we did teach Flash to our Redemption, the Ampharos here. We also... Oh, I'm hearing a car alarm go off outside. That's obnoxious. I apologize for that, guys. But we do have the Great Repels, which will help not run into a bunch of wild and Pokemon in this cave. As you guys know, Generation 1, or in this case, Generation 3 of Generation 1, is notorious for finding a lot of Pokemon in caves. The encounter rate is just insane. Normally, it's always a bunch of Zubats you end up running into. In this case, it might have been a bunch of Agrons that we would run into. So we got Dustox here, level 27, so we're not going to necessarily be going through an easy rock tunnel here levels-wise, but a Dustox isn't going to be able to do anything to us, not even a Psybeam. And, of course, it's going to protect, because that's the life we live. We are in the life of just pure annoyance Pokemon. That's how this is going to go, I feel like, in this cave. But Dustox, get wrecked, buddy. We'll get a level here with key level 28. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. I'd like to kind of talk to you guys about a little bit more about me. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I know this is episode 10, so if you're hanging out, you probably at least are a little bit invested at this point. But a little bit more about me, guys. You know, obviously you guys know me as Trent or Gauth Games or whatever you want to know me as. Some of you might know me a little bit more. Some of the friends that I know in the IRL, you know. I'd like to tell you guys just a little bit about what I do, what things I enjoy, some interests that I have. Hopefully you guys can find some enjoyment with that and get to know me a little bit, so you guys, you know, continue to come back and learn more about me and we have a good time here. I'm totally rambling. I'm trying to avoid talking about myself. But I am 25 years old. My birthday is actually, I think, in like 4 days at the time of this recording. So by that time, I will be 26 years old. And that'll be a great... Also, I totally missed a Pokeball there. I'm not going back because we are not wasting this Repel. 26. I'm going to be 26 years old. I've played Pokemon my entire life. My first generation was Generation 1, but really Generation 2, I'd have to say, was when I really kind of understood the functionality of what Pokemon was. That was the first games I played. I was a big sports fan in high school as well. I'm still a big sports fan. I actually work in the world of sports, I guess you could say. So I get to go and enjoy a lot of big crowds, which I'm missing right now when it comes to where we are in this interesting and tough time that we're in right now. But it makes it that much more exciting when we can go back to those things, because I work in the world of sports. I do a lot of stuff with social media, and I have fun making a lot of creative graphics and creative content, and that's kind of why something like this that I'm doing online and on YouTube, it makes it even more fun, because this is something I just almost do every single day. But now it's almost for my personal enjoyment and not just for the teams I work with or the sports I work with. So that makes it a lot more enjoyable. Comment down below. I'm actually curious, what sports do you guys think I work with? Some of you might already know, but for those that don't, maybe give me a guess on what sports I might work with. And also just tell me if you are interested in sports as well. What are some things that you guys find interesting, or teams that you follow? If your home team is your favorite team, what might that be? You know, what sport is it? It could be any sport, you know. A lot of people play different sports around the world. Something that I've never really been, I guess, knowledge about is like lacrosse. You know, I've never really been around a place that has a lacrosse team. So like some people out there might like lacrosse or cricket or something crazy like that. So I'd like to know you guys a little bit more too. So we'll engage down in the comments if you guys let me know what your favorite sports team is or your favorite sport. My favorite sports teams, I'm actually originally, I don't live here anymore, but I'm originally from the great state of Wisconsin. So as you guys know, I would be a Packer fan, I would be a Bucks fan, and those teams are, you know, my favorite teams. I also enjoy the Brewers, but I'm more of a quote-unquote fair weather fan when it comes to baseball, so I'm not necessarily a huge baseball guy, but I enjoy the Brewers when they're playing pretty well, and I obviously keep track of what's going on in the world of the Brewers, obviously, since it's in the great state that I'm from. Also, we're going to blast burn the seed out to the next dimension. But that's where I'm from, so those are the teams that I follow. Obviously, the NFL draft was, I think, you know, finished up yesterday. 7 rounds of the NFL draft is now complete. We're going to battle this guy. I think I could have avoided him. do you know about Pokemon cosplay? Never cosplayed before. I'm curious if this guy would be a big cosplayer. I wonder, I think he's trying to look like a Charizard. But sports, yeah. I play fantasy football with my friends and some other stuff like that. So it's a ton of fun in the world of sports. And obviously sports and Pokemon can, connect and be together because, you don't have to just like one or the other. You can like both, and obviously that's what I do. So, but like I said, those are the teams that I follow the most. But like I said, let me know what you guys think the sports teams that I work with are, and maybe you guys can guess and find out. And that'll be kind of a fun little engagement we can have down in the comments. This is going to be a Tyranitar who's going to be times 4 week to my Brick Break with my Ludicolo Donald Duck here, who is going to also have Sandstream, which is going to boost his special defense, which is obnoxious, but Lear's going to knock us down a little bit. I don't think a Tyranitar can do a ton to us, so I'm not super worried. Brick Break, get out of here. Times 4 effective. From a Ludicolo. Can you guys imagine a Ludicolo, like, karate chopping a Tyranitar? It'd just be hilarious. Hilarious. Also, in the world of Pokemon news, I know I was talking about the NFL kind of the last couple of days. I heard something, I haven't looked too much into this, but I heard something about how the Generation 2 game was, like, hacked into from people that were, like, outside of Game Freak. They, like, hacked their, I don't know what you call, like, their servers that they have all their information on from all these older games, their development and all this crazy stuff. They found out all these, different sprites for all the Generation 2 Pokemon and the Generation 1 Pokemon that were in the Generation 2 games. And I guess people were finding out all sorts of information about those games. And I guess it's kind of unfortunate because they obtained the information 100% like illegally. So that kind of sucks for Game Freak. And I'd love to learn more about these games and stuff, but obviously with it, breaching people's security and privacy, that's obviously not okay. But it's out there now. You can't really do anything about it now. So I'm going to probably look into it and check it out and see what they had. And obviously there's probably going to be things that were in development that didn't actually end up in the final game. So I'm going to be curious to see what some of these YouTubers on that are kind of more of the investigative journalist type YouTubers in the Pokemon community will tell me about the hacked information. And wow, Ice Coast Spear's doing nothing, even though it's super effective. That's crazy. Hopefully this thing doesn't hurt me. Okay. I'm actually kind of nervous against the Latios because this thing could dish out some serious damage. So what I'm going to do is go into, I feel like, what else do we have here? I want to go into Redemption. At least it's the most powerful Pokemon we have. So yeah, we're just going to go into Redemption, hit the big yellow button as Redemption is. He's not going down unless this thing is like some Draco Meteor type thing, because we're going to eat that. And we're going to Thunder Punch this thing. Obviously, Ampharos is still so slow. And, of course, we get paralyzed. And we broke through, which is good. Paralysis could be nice. Wow, that does just as much as the Ice Ghost Spear. I'm going to Thunder Wave it just to try to help us out here. In case we have to switch out. I do not. Oh, of course we have to switch out. I do not want to mess around with this thing. What can we do? What can we do? What is specially defensive? I did not think I would be running into an Ampharos at any point in here. 71. I'm going to go into, I think, yeah, let's go into Ludicolo, I think. Actually, Ludicolo can't do anything to this thing. What can we do against this thing? I want to go back into King, but it's honestly too late at this point. So I'm just going to heal up Redemption, which is obnoxious because I do not want to have to waste all my potions against this Latios, but that might be the case here. Hey. Okay, perfect. I used Protect. And hopefully it doesn't use Safeguard. Of course it does. Of course it does. Oh, wait, no. That was a misclick, guys. Total misclick. I'm just going to break through this thing. Yeah, we're not messing around. This thing's going to try to stall us, but we're not messing around. Get out of your Latios. I sped up. I understand that's annoying sometimes, guys, but I was not about to mess around with that Latios. We were going to take care of it and continue this episode because I need to heal now, and we're trying to make it through this entire cave in this episode. We only have about 10 more minutes to do that. So, but like I said, or at least ideally 10 more minutes. But if we need to, I will go over because we will get out of this cave. We're not losing the lock or anything crazy like that. Let's skip that guy. We're gonna go on this guy. Watch this guy have a Mewtwo, which would be ridiculous. We're still rocking with King, because I just want to sweep through these Pokemon. We're not, I've said this so many times, we're not messing around in this cave. Swimmer Male Dudley. This guy sure looks like a swimmer. Big swimmer guy. With the electric type. Alright, King, do your thing. Oh, I want to blast burn this thing, but I just don't know what's going to come out next. So we're just going to Psychic. I know it's going to be resisted. But we're a Deoxys. Oh my gosh. Have you guys ever used a Deoxys in the playthrough? Because I actually never have, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. This thing will have Thrash, which could do a lot to us. So we're going to hit the yellow button, Redemption, and this thing will be gone as quick as it came out. Yeah, Thrash would have done that much, if not more. I do not want to die. So I know that eventually Thrash will confuse me, and it shouldn't get any more crits. Because that was a crit, and if I got a crit again, we would have died. And as you guys maybe remember from the one of the last episodes, I made a vow that Redemption will not faint in this entire playthrough, and we are sticking to that vow. If I can do anything about anything that's remotely scary, Redemption's coming out, and we will put other Pokemon in to take any unnecessary hits. Entei is going to come in, which I know we would be fine against an Entei, but I think Donald Duck should be able to do some work against Entei and resist everything, obviously. Or I guess Fire types should be neutral, but Sandstream will also help us out in withering him down just a tad. Lee are a little scary just in case this thing has a physical Fire type move, but I really don't think that's a problem. Donald Duck. I do gotta say though, sometimes these animations drive me crazy. Do you guys ever play with just like the animations off, like when you're just playing by yourself? Because sometimes, like when I'm grinding or doing stuff like that, I will turn that stuff off because it drives me crazy sometimes. Alright, we got Pearl out here. I think a Cut should take care of this. I don't think an Ember would like one-shot Pearl in any way. Yeah, Bite's not going to do too much to me, and Cut will take care of Entei. And Pearl's going to be level 30. And I don't think we get a Meganium at 30. I think it's 32 or 33. Because the first couple generations is kind of ridiculous how they have like the levels. Because it almost seems like they should have like the standard, level where Pokemon evolve. Ooh, can't skip this guy. Where they all should kind of evolve as the starters, but they don't. They kind of are random in this first couple generations versus now where everything's like they evolve to the final form at level 36 every single time, and they evolve at level like 16 in their first form like every single time. So as you guys are probably now, you guys probably know that kind of stuff at this point if you're coming back and watching stuff like this right now, but it's kind of ridiculous that they had it all over the place the first couple generations. Then they found that sweet spot now, and they just keep it right there, which is obviously some of the newer generations of Pokemon trainers and people that enjoy Pokemon are a little bit spoiled when it comes to that. It's pretty straightforward and simple, obviously with like the experience share the way it is and other things like that. It makes it a lot easier for people. I'm doing it. I don't even care. I don't know what's coming up next, but Jirachi, no, we're not dealing with you, boy. Goodbye, Jirachi. And King out here gaining all the levels. Still no defenses. Look at that. Look at that defense. Oh, what is coming up next? Okay, this thing shouldn't kill us. Okay. And we're going to throw a Psychic off because I do not want to have to, just in case. Dude, that could do a lot. Okay. I don't know why I thought that would do a lot. I guess Howl plus we have no defenses thought. But, alright, Electrite. Apparently you just total and utter garbage. What is a Scribe? Scribe Maryland. What is a Scribe? Is that like a writer? Our other Repel wore off. No. I want my Repel back. Spraying my Repel everywhere. Right in this guy's face. Okay, there's a Pokeball up here. Max Elixir. That is money. That is money. And Deoxys is going to keep just destroying things. What is this guy going to throw out to us? But like I said, it's hilarious, like having the Repel out, spraying everybody in the face. Get out of my way! I don't want to run into anything. You think, like, would you guys imagine Repel as like a pepper spray almost for Pokemon? It's kind of like crazy to think about. Like how clearly it's repelling, like getting rid of Pokemon, so clearly they do not like it. So it's almost like, I don't know, like a disinfectant or like mosquito spray, something like that. But it's for Pokemon. That's kind of funny to think about. Oh man, Sea King. You could have like Horn Trail or something. So I do not like you. I honestly think Psychic's just gonna wreck everything. So we're just gonna keep clicking Psychic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And obviously we have set on, so we're not gonna be able to switch out. Cast Form also is gonna get wrecked. I kinda wanna Blast Burn this thing just for the fun of it. So honestly, just because I know it says last mon, we're just going to. It's hilarious. Blast Burn. That's a crispy Cast Form after that. And we got rid of Swimmer, Veronica. What is all? I like how hikers are swimmers in this game because they're like the least swimming type of trainer class that they could possibly think of. Also, I don't know what I was doing. I'm trying to switch over to. I'm gonna go to Keaton again. Yes, I'm gonna give Keaton more screen time. Ooh, can we skip this guy? Yes, we can. I'm skipping all the trainers. Look at this. Boom. Alright, we'll battle this one. I'm not trying to skip all the trainers. I just want to be able to get you guys through this cave without it just being ridiculous. I know we're just kind of skipping trainers, and this has 4 Pokemon. It's probably pretty low level though. But as you guys can tell, we are a little high level, so that's kind of why I am skipping trainers. So that when we get out of this cave, we'll be more on par with what's going on in the game, and then it'll be more of a little bit more of a challenge. And that's what we want to see here. We don't want to see me just run through this game as easy as possible. Obviously, with the Pokemon that we have, I mean, we have kind of a crazy team. We have a Flygon, we have a Ludicolo, we have a Deoxys, we have, you know, an Ampharos. So when it comes to, you know, base stats, we're pretty loaded. So from a challenge standpoint, the only challenge that we will have at this point is if Pokemon are on the same level as us, or if we run into Rayquazas and Latioses and whatever else, I guess we could run into, but we will cross these bridges as they come to us. Ursaring. Ursaring, I think, is a pretty high base attack Pokemon, which actually could be kind of scary if it was higher level or had, you know, a better move set. But Furious Swept is going to do enough to really bother our boy Keaton, the Flygon here, who's going to get another level 29. His attack stat actually isn't that good. Actually, fun fact, I don't know if you guys might not know this, but Flygon, when it is a Trapinch, actually has the same base attack. But it did nothing. I'm going to... What can we do against this thing? I kind of want to go into him. I'm just going to stay in. I'm just kind of nervous that this is going to have Dragon Breath. So what can we do here? I just do not want to get hit by Dragon Breath. We go into Belly. We go into... Ooh, we're going to go on Donald Duck because Donald Duck has Nature Power, which in the cave, if you guys don't remember where we caught Donald Duck, which was in Mount Moon, it is Nature Power turns into Shadow Ball, which should do a good amount to this Altaria. I don't know if this thing has Dragon Breath, but like I said, I'm playing it safe, not trying to lose any Mons. We're going to see how long we can go through this entire... after we lost the first couple Mons in this playthrough. No death run the rest of the way. We're not messing around. They're all staying on the layout. It makes it a lot easier on me too for editing. I can just like run right through the edit, make a fun intro video for you guys. You guys can hopefully enjoy those. As you guys have seen in the last couple episodes, they've been the intro of the entire video. About 20 or 30 seconds. It's kind of a funny clip that happened during that particular episode. So hopefully you guys are enjoying those. If you guys have any thoughts about anything you guys want to see as well, just let me know. I'm actually thinking about going live and playing some Smogon. So if you guys check me out, obviously that's going to be a chance for you guys to engage with me there. That'll be my name on Showdown and Gauth Games, so you guys can hopefully find me if we want to battle. And I think I'm going to try to go live for like an hour almost every day that I can. Also, we know Venusaur should have Truant, which should be pretty easy to take care of. I'm going to continue to Shadow Ball everything with Ludicolo here. But yeah, I'm going to try to go live for like an hour every day. I know we're not going to have many people engaged in the chat and stuff, but the people that do come by will be able to talk to me. So that'll be kind of cool. I'll have the mic on. We might just do random battles to start, and then if people want to start battling in specific tiers or whatever, that could be fun to do as well. To do because I don't really know the current, I don't know what you want to call it, the current metagame, because I really haven't battled competitively in a long time. Probably not since like 2017, so about 3 years from when this video is being made. I haven't really played any competitive, but at that time I was really good at the UU tier, which was, you know, Pokemon like Swampert and Raikou and Fernape, and those are really the, you know, big Pokemon in the tier at that point. And obviously that's not necessarily the case in 2020 anymore with the tier changes that you see almost every month, and the differences in who's where, and obviously the Dynamax phenomena in the latest games have kind of changed a lot of things. And we're actually running kind of low on potions here, which is totally just utterly terrifying, especially not knowing what we might run into here as we try to get through the rest of this cave. I actually think this is the last trainer. If I remember correctly, there's a girl right here at the end, normally. So we want to go to... I want to get Pearl more levels. We want Pearl to evolve. Hashtag Pearl evolve. I don't know. Hashtag Pearl evolve. Because I want to see a different ability than Truant. And I'm pretty sure I've run into a Meganium Wild in this game so far, and I remember it not having Truant, which is good. Now it can have something still totally awful, but I just hope it's not as bad as Truant. I don't think there's really any other abilities in this game, in Generation 3, that are as, you know, completely terrible as Truant. I know in later generations, oh no. That could have been terrifying. Also, we could totally miss. Faint, that could have been, or Flail, that could have been so bad with Donphan's attack stat. Well, I'm glad that Pearl's a thick girl with multiple C's. And I'm going to switch out because Loudred is an uproaring Pokemon, and that can do quite a bit, especially since we got a loaf around this turn. But guys, we made it through Rock Tunnel. Nobody fainted. We didn't get lost because we went back and got Flash, because we're not noobs, but we want to be smart, not get lost, and take 3 episodes to get through a dang Rock Tunnel. Actually, it kind of made me think about Asteroid Mania videos. He made a funny kind of haha at himself video to get through, like a tutorial to get through Rock Tunnel, kind of because he gets lost in Generation 1 is his like favorite generation, so he doesn't know the cave very well. So that was kind of funny that he did that for during one of his playthroughs, kind of as a one-off video, kind of funny, making fun of himself, like, hey, yeah, I don't know how to get through this cave, but now I do because I did this video. And it's kind of funny. I didn't check his video out to like learn how to get through this, but it made me think of that because obviously I've followed those guys and the Core 4 as they call themselves, Original 151, United Gamer, King Corefish, and Asteroid Mania videos, who actually earlier renamed Frank. Kind of shout out to Frank. That's his actual first name. But guys, we made it through. I think we can get an encounter arrow attack. No, we cannot. But we can get a Pokeball up here. An invisible ball. It is a red shard, and maybe we can go down to Lavender Town. Can we get down? And we can hear the eerie music that is Lavender Town. Oh yeah, there it is. Man, there's so many, like, honestly guys, if you guys don't know about Lavender Town, you guys need to go look at videos about like the lore and story behind Lavender Town and what it means and all that kind of stuff, and the crazy things that happened with that with this song when the first games came out. It's kind of a cool like theory videos that have come out about this town and the music, and it's really cool. So if you guys can go check those out, that'd be really cool. They're not my channel, they're on other channels. Just go and search that in the search bar. But if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to thumbs up, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. We'll be talking down below. Follow me on Twitter, follow my Discord. And guys, just try to enjoy the rest of your day. And as you guys know, we're trying to enjoy our day, our week, the month, the year, and every day that we can, guys. We'll wrap this episode up. Episode 10 is in the books. We're in double digits, guys. And it's been daily uploads, and we'll continue those. Like I said, look for me to go live in the future, but I can't wait to see you guys in the next episode. Peace.